understand. You're the one. This is everything I've waited in my life. Nothing in this world can stop the sun from shining whenever you're around.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name is Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. I'm here with this week's Pick a Card Weekly Tarot reading. Thank you for joining me. It's really very simple. I'm going to do a tarot reading and there'll be 5 different cards. So pick a number now between 1 and 5 and I'll do a psychic tarot interpretation for you. I like to have a little vision before I turn the cards over. I never know what I'm going to see. If you are new, please consider subscribing to this channel and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, let's go to the board and see what the week has to hold for us. So this is for the week commencing 22nd of November 2021. But if you're watching this at another date, it really doesn't matter because there's no such thing as time in spirits. So basically, if you're hearing the message, just see what resonates with you. Okay, so let's start. We're doing card number 1. Have you got your number yet? I've got mine. Okay, we're going to rock and roll. Look at this one sticking out. It really is very keen. So am I going to take the top one or am I going to take this one? Oh, look, I'm going to go for this one because it's trying so hard to come out. You know, sometimes you really have to try to get things across the line. So, okay, closing my eyes now. What do I see? I see a garage. It's a tin shed, so a bit old-fashioned or a bit rough and ready, and the garage doors are open and the cars come out, but the car's still there in the driveway. So this could be a new thing you're going to start and you're sort of getting around it, but you haven't really started. You know, like a horse at the gate about to, you know, jump out of the gate in a race or something like that. You haven't really got onto the track yet, but you're almost there. So a new thing, it's probably in your mind, but maybe the energies are still sort of working together to put the idea in your mind, but it's not very far advanced. Let's see what comes out. It's the Sun card. Okay, so this is fabulous. It brings insight, awareness, reliability, and basically you can manifest whatever you want in the, you know, on earth in the physical level. The sun brings the energy, it brings the life force, the spark of creation, and gives you the awareness of what you need to do. Okay, so this is fabulous. Something about, I'm getting this psychically, it's not a normal tarot interpretation, something about fatherhood, authority, and you are your own authority. You become more credible, you have more gravitas, or people recognize you and it's like they take you more seriously. Okay, something about the solar plexus. When I looked at this sun here, the gold of the solar plexus, and I feel like success is in the air. Okay, that's card number 1. Alrighty, card number 2. Let's see what we get for this week. Alright, go no further, just this one on top will be fine. Closing my eyes now. Something about food, sustenance, spiritual sustenance. Are you getting enough spiritual sustenance in your life at the moment? Are you associating with people who are spiritual? Or is it that the people you associate with are dragging you down in some way? Or maybe it's just one person that's trying to drag you down. And they may not even actually try to do it. It's just that their energy is lower than yours. So it really is quite important to guard your energy and not to allow other people to drag you down, because they do that to make themselves feel better in the sense, okay, that makes them feel like they're more right or something. Who knows? Let's see what card. Okay, so 7 of Swords. Well, this is very interesting given what I've just said. Traditionally called the Thief in the Night card, it is about a low energy, but I interpret it a little bit differently. I doubt that it's, you know, for most of you that are listening, this is not to do with it's nothing to do with people stealing from you, although they may try and steal your time or your energy or, you know, your confidence or something like that. but it's more about moving away from that situation because she's got these bright yellow legs. So yes, that was true at some point. However, she's got all these swords as arms of swords, which are ideas, okay? And she's put 2 in the ground so that she's taken a couple of ideas and she's made them physical, and they've got some physical reality to them. But yeah, moving away from a difficult situation, chakras are open. This can also indicate travel, but certainly does indicate an ability to be open to changing circumstances and to move from the past. Okay, 7 of Swords, that is. Sometimes there's a sacrifice involved because you have to cut something off from the past in order to make space for the future. Okay, red, see she's wearing red and white. White consciousness, red action. Alrighty, card number 3. Card number 3, let's see what comes up. No. No, that one there. Okay. Closing my eyes now. What do I see? Snuggle Pot and Cuddle Pie. Australian, it was May Gibbs wrote this little storybook. I think it was in the 1930s. Believe it or not, I wasn't actually born. But I do remember it. And it was like little gum nut babies and little seeds and lovely little plant, you know, sort of energies. So it's like being in touch with nature on a really cute, juvenile, childish sort of, or childlike kind of manner. Get in touch with your inner child, because this is the ability to have fun, to use your imagination, and to really create. Because you know, when we create, sometimes we have all these rules and regulations in our minds, or you can't do that because of that, and you know, it doesn't look good or whatever. Forget all that stuff, all the rules and regulations. Just about creating for the fun of creating, and don't get sort of dragged down in, you know, Saturnian type rules. And there's so many rules and regulations in the world for everything. The last thing you need is that impinging your creativity. So just create for the fun of it and get in touch with the world of the child. This is interesting because it's the High Priestess. This is about your intuition, your psychic ability. How can you best develop your psychic ability without getting caught in rules and regulations? And you'll see here she has a scroll here, and it's got Torah on it, which is the Jewish Kabbalah system, and it's full of that would have heaps of sort of procedures or rules or regulations or things that you have to adhere to. So the message I'm getting is, don't worry about that. If you're involved in an organisation like a religious organisation that's very structured, has a lot of rules and regulations, that's probably not the way to go. You might go there to socialise or some other reason, but for spiritual purposes and to develop your psychic ability and your natural inherent spiritual gifts, then you need to be closer to the world of the child. But yeah, this is all about your intuition. You're going to figure it out. It's a very important card. Okay, it's card number 2 in the major arcana. Okay, so very significant. All right, card number 4. Card number 4. Let's see what comes out. That was a card I actually picked for myself this week. All right. No, a bit boring. No. Okay, let's go with that one. All right. Crisscrosses, checks, plaid, Scottish kilts, patterns, messages in the plaid, messages, ancestral messages that have been handed down. That one. Okay. What do they want to say to you? There's a big pair of scissors, of course. That's scissors and knives and things, sort of Mars type energy for cutting something off, cutting off situations, energies, people, work, whatever thing you want that needs to be trimmed back and put into a space that you determine, rather than just sort of growing wild everywhere. The card that comes out is the 5 of Pentacles. This is about your money, perhaps your upset in some way, feeling despondent or feeling unmotivated concerning money, and you think it will just be more of the same old, same old. You know, it depends on the lens that you view the situation. Look at all these windows here in the background with all the pretty colours that are available. They're all different, but they're all looking at the same scene, but they're looking through a different lens. And so depending on what country you're in, of course, if you're in Australia, for example, and you're worried about money, or money is an issue, just remember that maybe somebody in India that was looking at your situation might think that you were very well blessed. So it depends on how you look at it, doesn't it? And all of these different windows are looking at the same scene but seeing a different colour. So this is only a temporary situation. It's like there's some sort of loss as far as money goes. Please be careful coming into December, because it's Christmas and you need to be very careful that you don't overspend. But I'm going to draw another card now just to get some clarification about your financial situation, and it's only really relating to this week. So be careful you don't overspend for Christmas this week, for example. And there's a new way that you can perhaps manage your money better. Okay, so closing my eyes, what do I see? Yeah, there's a gold star in front of me. Wow. So this is the devil. This is not what you think necessarily. This card hardly ever comes up, interestingly, in my readings. Hardly ever see it. This can relate to something that is in the dark. It's something hidden. Perhaps you don't understand the roots of it or the core of it, but sometimes relates to things like addiction. And maybe spending is an addiction, or some sort of form of addiction, and we can be addicted to all sorts of things because that's the nature of being human. It doesn't just mean the obvious things like alcohol, drugs, betting, work, sex. They're sort of more obvious ones, but we have different addictions. Maybe it's relationships. We think we need to be in a relationship with another person because we get our sense of worth if we're in a relationship or something like that. So this is saying that it's time now to look at the deep, dark core related to your money situation. Okay, why are you in the situation you're in? And to go right down within. Sometimes it's scary, but honestly, it's the best thing. And it's like the devil card is actually doing you a favor, because what it's doing is showing you that there's a problem in this area of your life. Okay, so I don't see it as negative as what some people would assume. So I'm just going to put that there to remind you that there's something there that needs to be looked at. Sometimes it's the fear of success. I had that one. I had to work on that a few years and think I can only go to, the ceiling was at such and such level, and I couldn't get past that level, and I couldn't get past, and I had to work on this fear of success, that you're only allowed to go to a certain point, and particularly if you're a woman, that glass ceiling, it's there, and it's a psychological wall that stops us from doing better or reaching our full potential. All right, card number 5. 5 is alive. Okay, going with that one there, closing my eyes. What do I see? What's this big thing? It's an elephant. It's the back of an elephant, an elephant's tail. An elephant never forgets. Okay, so there's something from the past, and Spirit's saying don't forget. You can forgive other people, by all means do. Forgive yourself is the most important thing, however, but don't forget what's happened. When you forgive someone, it doesn't mean that the same situation has to come up again and you get treated like a doormat again. No, it means you forgive yourself, you forgive the other person, and you move on. You don't forget what's happened. And Ace of Wands, there's a new cycle about to begin. I was going to say new system, I don't know why. New system or cycle about to begin, where Spirit is handing you an opportunity where you're going to feel very inspired to create something. It could be to do with a relationship, but not necessarily. It just means motivated, inspired, fiery passion about something, okay, and this opportunity is coming up. Don't forget what happened in the past, but now you're free to move on, older and wiser, okay? You have the wisdom now. There's growth and opportunity here with these leaves, and the baseball bat action will be taken. There's some sort of challenge. It's not an easy thing that you're going to start, but that's okay. You know, you may have been feeling a little bit confused or uncertain because of all these clouds in the background, but you know, the thing about clouds is that they blow away very easily. It's actually raining and very cloudy, and actually thunderstorms outside at the moment. But you know, they will blow away at some point, and you'll have beautiful blue sky and clarity. But you're going to make a start even without that clarity, because Spirit is giving you the energy to do it. So this is beautiful. And here there's a whole lot of green buds on top of that crown. The crown is like the crown chakra opening up. Okay, so here we've got a 5-card Spirit, but we've got 6 cards, and 3 of them are majors. So this is a fairly important week for you if you're watching this, because we don't usually get 3 majors, okay? And we've got the Sun, the High Priestess, the Devil. So the Devil, in a way, is a bit opposite to the Sun. Here everything's in brilliant light. Here things are hidden, and because they're hidden, we don't have control, or we don't have power, or the fear is there. So we've got to deal with the fear. Okay, and the way you do that is to go down, do a meditation, go deep into yourself, and you'll feel it. Sometimes in your body you get like little pins and needles, or physical sensations. You know when your body starts giving you a message, you're onto it. You're going down the right track. Okay, nothing can hurt you. Alrighty, but yeah, pretty significant week if you're watching this now. Alrighty, so that's it. I hope this is useful for you. If you're new, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Have a wonderful week, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.